Okay, sorry we got cut off. I just want to correct one thing. I think I misspoke by saying your topic blog was due on Wednesdays. Your original one is due on Mondays, and then the response is due on Wednesdays. Now, I actually want to talk about the last big piece, the documentary and the presentation paper and advocacy plan. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to divide you up into groups, and in those groups you actually have a chat room that's in Moodle where your group will be able to meet and discuss things and to do this final project. One of the biggest pieces is you need to come up with a country and a social problem that goes along with that country, meaning you want to find a country where it has whatever social problem you're interested in looking at to really dig into that and see what that country is doing. What you need to do in that, you need to research what the government is doing about that social issue, what they're not doing about the social issue, what the policies are about that, what kind of economic structure is there. Basically, you want to learn everything there is about that country and how that social problem is being enacted inside that country. You also want to think about, because this is happening in this country and something is not working, what can we do as a group to come up with to develop some kind of policy and hopefully a practice that actually can begin to change this social problem in that country. That is your advocacy plan. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a paper, and I have listings of all the pieces that you need, and you see that in the rubric that's up at the top in the Moodle. So you're going to answer all these questions about your country. You're going to talk about the social problem in your country, and then you're going to talk about what you all propose to actually do about it to make changes in this social issue in your country. Now, where the documentary comes in is I want you to interview about 5 people around you or whoever in your group you all decide on, and ask them just about this social issue. Find a couple of statistics that are kind of shocking or have a lot to do with this country, and then what I want you to do about it is just kind of interview them and ask them, did they know this was going on in the world? Did they not know this was going on in the world? And just kind of their thought processes. Now, this is not to be long. I just want maybe a minute or something with about 5 people. Now, they need to be of different ethnicities, races, professions. You are not allowed to interview somebody you know. So you can't go and say, each group member say, well, I'll interview my spouse or my partner or my boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. You can't do that because they're already more socially minded, probably because of you. So I want you to get out there and interview people probably that you don't know. Now, the best thing to do about this project is kind of look at all the different pieces that are involved and then maybe divvy it out in your group. And so, like, this person can be in charge of doing the doing the video piece of it. This person's in charge of writing this section of the paper. This person's in charge of doing the advocacy plan, whatever. I don't care how it gets done. It just has to get done. And I would also suggest that whoever is the best writer do a big portion of the paper, and then somebody that has good editing skills to go back through all of that paper and make sure it's blended in. One of the biggest problems that I've seen about this project in the past is that because it's a group project, people do contribute different pieces to the paper, which is fine, but nobody goes along and blends those sections in with nice transitions and things like that. So that is my biggest suggestion with that. So you have your own pieces, which is the online assignments, any possible quizzes that might pop up, and then you have your current discussion blog piece that's around your topic that I'm going to give you. And then your big final piece is your group project where you would have that done. Now, I'm going to talk more about that as we get closer on. But right now, what I want you to think about is once I assign those groups to you, which will be here in a day or two, I want you to get together with your group members and I want y'all to decide a country and a topic. And it's first come, first serve. So like if everybody wants this country and this social issue, whoever gets that to me first, I assign that in the classroom. Make sure you let me know what section it is because I'm teaching several online sections of this course right now. So I want to make sure I got the correct group with the correct section. So anyway, that's the piece. Now you say, Candace, I hate group projects because not everybody carries their weight. Well, in this, you actually get to grade your group members, and your group members will be grading you. So I suggest that you carry your weight, because whatever they rate you and whatever grade they give you for your participation in this group project, I factor that into the whole overall grade that the group gets itself. So I take it very seriously whether you're going to do your work or not. So I want to just encourage you, do not be one of those people where I start getting emails that it says, such and such is not doing what I've asked them to do. They're not meeting with us on our group chat room. They're not doing this and that. I don't want to hear that, because what's going to happen, it's going to affect your grade. So anyway, hopefully this gives you kind of an overview of kind of what's expected this week and kind of what the term is going to have. The pieces you expect from me from this week is I'm going to assign you a group, and I'm also going to assign you a personal topic, which you will have. Now, your first blog, like I said, or your discussion is not due until next week. So you'll have some time to educate yourself on that. You are to become the expert in that area. So you really want to make sure that you dive in and dig into those pieces. And then lastly, you're going to kind of begin to meet with your group. You're going to discuss a country. I hope you pick a country, and then a social issue that goes along with that country. So anyway, I'm excited about this. Of course, I love global issues. I can't remember what I told you, but I got off sabbatical about 1.5 years ago, where we traveled to over 15 countries, and we lived in 4 continents. So I really enjoy all of this piece and educating you to really see what is going on globally does affect us here in rural Kentucky or wherever you're at. So we really want to pay attention to the whole world, what's going on, and how that filters down and affects us. Thanks so much.